going to catch cicadas. They just flutter away. It's like a jump scare. You never know if they're gonna just sit and cling to the leaves or if they're gonna fly off and jump off. They're very scarce today, but I guess that makes the game more exciting, makes the hunting more fun. Can you hear them buzzing? So they sound like a growling rat. So have you ever heard a small dog growl? It's like ah, ah, that kind of stuff. That's what these sound like. They're like small little rat dogs. Get over here. Get over here. I would eat a cicada if I had to. What about a fried gluten-free banana pop? Ooh, piece of candy.
I'm about to make some cricket bread, which is going to actually include literal cricket flour. Tim got exotic and got me a bag of, I don't know how much this is even actually. 1 cup, 2 cups, but we're about to find out. So the recipe calls for 4.5 cups of flour. I only have this much cricket flour. We're going to supplant the rest with wheat gluten flour, regular organic white flour. Also an egg. We have an organic egg from Dorothy's butt. Dorothy, Tim's new girlfriend. And I'm gonna mix it with salt, sugar, and olive oil. These are the 3 basic ingredients that I use when I make the most basic of breads. And then at the end, we're gonna do a little bit of this yeast to get it going. And then we'll cook it for about 3.5 hours, 3 hours, 15 minutes, and see how it comes out. I don't know how you would describe this. Peanut butter? How would you describe this smell?
Interesting.
That's one way to look at it. Like a petting zoo. So one of the tricks that I found with making bread is you get the water in there first before you start adding the flour. You get the water in and then you add the salt and the sugar and the olive oil and you mix it in to dissolve the salt and the sugar. That way it more evenly dissolves into the flour once you add the flour on top. So I'm gonna do that now. I actually got this from an old Paula Deen pizza dough recipe and I just kind of tweaked it a little bit. So thanks, Paula. And what we'll do is 2 tablespoons of sugar. I've made bread without sugar and it's not too noticeably different. I think there's sugar in the flour itself too, enough for the yeast maybe, but 2 teaspoons of salt. The teaspoon is the little spoon. Tablespoon's the big spoon if you don't know that already. What's 2 teaspoons? I'm looking right about there. This would be a little bit salty. You can always add a little bit more, a little bit less, depending on if you want your bread to be salty or sweet. You can add some more sugar. This bread's gonna be a bit more neutral. A little salty, a little sweet. And then you add, oh, we've got avocado oil. Olive oil bakes at a higher temperature. And it's my usual oil when I make bread, so I'm not gonna deviate too much from the recipe today. And it's 2 tablespoons of oil. You do about the same amount of oil that you do of sugar. Once that's done, I give it a stir to start to dissolve the sugar and the salt. And if you really want, you can get a taste. Make sure the substance is correct, and it is. Now I'll add the egg. I've heard that hitting this on a corner causes the shell to crack more, so you're supposed to hit it on a flat surface. I don't know if that's real or not. Because this shell just shattered anyway. Really helps the bread stick together, so you don't end up having like a dry, brittle bread. It'll be kind of moist and gooey almost because of the gluten. Yeah, it looks like this is 1 cup of cricket flour. The flour sits on top of the water, at least in this style of creation. That's how I do it. White flour to round it out and get the 4.5 cups. That's 2, 3, 4, and then another 1/2 cup. Thereabout. So they say that cooking is an art form, but baking is a science. When you're actually baking, you need like the temperature to be almost exactly right. You want the time to be very close to right. not too much oil, not too much. You can have a little bit of creativity room, but it's a lot more like by the numbers. The yeast is my favorite part. This stuff's a fungus. It's alive, dude. And here we go. This is the total amount, so come on in, I'll show you where we bake it. So I'm doing 1,000 grams, and I'm gonna make the loaf dark, which is the cook for the longest, and in about 3 hours and 16 minutes, it's gonna be ready.
This weather is amazing, you know? It makes you kind of wonder about the hollow earth. Like, is it storming inside the earth right now as well? Or are we inside the earth and up is hell and down is heaven? So we're on our way to go looking for hollow earth. Many of you already know much about this. Many of you might at home be Titanologists, experts in Godzilla and the underworld that he comes from. Boop. Turning up the sensitivity. Looking for some iron rods. Oh, my feet. Bing. This is an amazing place. You don't know what might happen. Godzilla could come out from anywhere. Luckily, I have an axe actually made from Godzilla's back, but it's nowhere near as powerful as Joe Biden's straight razor. Smells alright for cricket bread, you know? I think it would smell just like, you know who liked crickets a lot? John the Baptist.
Is it bread?
Yes, it's bread. There we go. Oh, it smells like crickets. Ugh. I was kidding. It's alright. Boom. And here's your little bit of cricket powder there.
Still some in there?
What does it taste like?
It tastes like unsweetened buckwheat pancakes.
Slice it up, bro.
I'm gonna do 3 pieces.
Look at that.
Just do 3 pieces to start with.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. I'd like to thank my dad for giving me the cricket milkshake smoothie mix when I was young. Look how progressive Tim is, eating those bugs. Saving the world. Yeah.
It's like nutty.
We should probably like...
Yeah, Ian said it smelled like peanut.
How would you describe this smell?
Interesting.
That's one way to look at it. Like a petting zoo.
I would describe it as umami.
Yeah, I do hear that. I feel it's interesting, the connection between mushroom and cricket. It does taste kind of like that.
I can't think of anything that tastes like that. It's not like a regular bread you would use for something you can normally eat, you know what I mean?
Well, we could make like a pumpernickel.
It would have to be like you have to spice it.
Mm-hmm. A seeded bread. You
It
do
needs something more.
bunch of bird seed. I can't taste the wings.
Well, when the international conspiracy takes away all our beef, that's what you'll be eating.
And you won't hate it that much, actually. We like it. It's not that bad.
Help.
And then... Alright. I can do it! Oh boy. Whoa. Alright, well.
You're wearing them backwards, dude. What are you doing?
They're backwards?
Yeah, you got them on the wrong feet.
That was
Look at him. They're supposed to go on the outside of your legs, not the inside. Why did you put them on the wrong feet? And you broke them already. They're supposed to go this way.
So the wheel's on the outside, okay.
Right. Like when you rollerblade, you lift your foot up and you push, you're pushing left as you're going forward, right? But when you do this and lift your foot up, it goes like that.
Yeah. As a like torture weapon for American consumers.
No way, dude. As the future of action sports.
If you spend $100, we'll kill you. That's China right now. This is so dangerous. All right, 1 foot on the ground.
Amazon recommended this to me. No, I was just on Amazon and I was like buying cricket flour or some stupid BS.
Like,
and then it was like, you might want this, and I was like, I do.
You don't want cricket flour, boy.
I will buy this, yes.
You want to fall off the ground. All right.
Dude, he's gonna tear something.
I'm gonna tear up this world. I'm pro-choice yet I'm pro-life. I want to survive this trick.
You're not gonna make it, dude.
Well, okay. Well, we'll go back around. All right. Whoa. You can get used to this. Whoa. Yeah. All right.
Don't go downhill, bro. You're going downhill.
I'm scared of that hill.
I'm unimpressed.
Roller futurism is definitely in the future of action sports.
We should make our own crazy wheel majigger thing. But see, think about it. Look,
That's how the Chinese
these
came up with
foot
this.
plates things, you put your feet in. You could totally just jump and slide on those. These things have grindability, man.
We could totally make our own roller majiggy is how the Chinese made this. That's how this happened. They were like, we don't need to pay licensing rights. Screw that. Let's just put giant bicycle wheels on shoes.
I'm gonna hire someone, and their job is just to become pro at whatever this thing is. So there, you've had it. If you want to apply to be the whatever that thing is pro, send an email.
And also send me your favorite music, 'cause that weirdly enough matters here.
This is an EMF detector to find ghosts, I guess. And to find me, apparently. So I'm triggering the EMF reader. Look at that. I believe the controlled experiment has worked. I am either a ghost or a robot.